ta. Okay na siya? Okay na.
My morning greetings to all, and most especially to all of our students in CWTS, the Community Welfare Training Service, who enrolled in Palompon Institute of Technology, Palompon, Leyte. You are listening to Radio Kausbawan, DYNG FM 103.1 megahertz. Welcome to our class of NSTP, the Civic Welfare Training Service. Again, I am Sir Geronimo Sibilia, your NSTP coordinator. Now today, Saturday, the 7th of November, last meeting, I introduced to you the topic about leadership, as well as the qualities of a good leader. So what is a leader? And I ask you, students of CWTS, to write a short paragraph, the importance of leadership. Now, how are you going to write a topic, short topic about the importance of leadership? This will be your outline. In writing, there is the introduction, body, and the last part is the conclusion. So this will be the outline of making a short paragraph, the importance of leadership. Now again, life is a journey, and in our journey, we always want to attain success. So again, I would like to say that leadership is the highest potent quality of an individual to be greatly successful in life. It is the key dynamic factor that can encourage one to actively participate in many ventures that led to the attainment of goals. It is also the key force to developing teamwork to ensure completion of common goals or purpose. So I will say that the role of the youth as nation builders must develop leadership potentials such as knowledge, skills, and positive attitude to ensure efficiency and effectiveness in meeting their goals and develop the spirit and ethics of service for the good of others. So therefore, there is really a need for training the youth to be servant leaders. This morning, I will be giving to you some sort of learning exercises. The set of questions was constructed for what? for self-assessment, for us to become aware who we are and what we are in terms of servant leadership, so that the students of CWTS will be motivated to become a servant leader. Just be honest of your answers. The following questions will help us in establishing a servant leader. Again, last meeting I told you about what a servant leadership is. Again, it is a kind of servanthood and done as a sense of vocation. Vocation, it is a call because we come to serve. It also implies stewardship of good citizenship and community. It is a means of serving others more than oneself. Again, Jesus said, I come to serve, not to be served. So if we want to follow Him, again, I always keep on repeating this. What will count most of our life is not what we get or what we have, but it's more on what we give and share to others. This will be our legacy or footprints that everybody never forget. Now, here are the following questions. Now, leadership motivation, just indicate the extent to which you agree with each statement. Why mahagbong ani nga question? Just be honest. This is some sort of self-assessment of ourselves. Now, using the following scale. 1 is strongly disagree. If you strongly disagree, you just rate yourself 1. Disagree, equivalent to 2. Disagree, 2. And neither agree nor disagree, you are going to rate 3. Neither agree nor disagree, 3. Agree is 4. And 5, strongly agree. So just give number with the 1 if it is strongly agree, 2 disagree, 3 neither agree nor disagree, 4 agree, and 5 strongly agree. Again, these questions will help us to become aware. It was constructed for self-assessment. Well, I have read already the situation here, just in my own self-assessment of myself. It seems to me that I did not pass. I did not pass because in my rating, my own self-rating, I am uncertain about motivating for leadership. So you are going to scoring and interpretation. We are going to sum up our responses out of the following questions. There are 14 questions given. Your score should fall between a low of 14 and a high of 70. So this will help us again to become aware who we are and what we are. Now here is the situation. Number one, I am energized when people count on me for ideas. So how are you going to rate yourself? 1, strongly disagree. 2, disagree. 3, neither agree nor disagree. And 4, agree. And 5, strongly agree. I repeat, I am energized when people count on me for ideas. That means you are giving the importance in the group. You are being listened. So one of the principles of servant leadership is listening. The servant leader seeks to identify the will of the group and helps clarify that will. He or she will seek to listen receptively to what is being said according to Spears. So ang ako dire, how I rate myself. Agree. Now, second situation. As a practice, I ask people provocative questions when we are working on projects together. In my case, I always ask question. Nganong mauwaw man ta mangutana? Magpretend tag kay balo nya di ay ang mahitabo palpa. Dunay ubang tao mahadlok mangutana. In my case, I am not afraid to ask questions. How about you? Just be honest. There are some people who will not ask questions. They pretend that they know, but they do not know. Feeling bright, but they are not bright. Feeling rich, but they are not rich. Feeling guapa, pero guapa. That is question number 2. As a practice, I ask people provocative questions when we are working on projects together. So, 1, strongly disagree. 2, disagree. 3, neither agree nor disagree. 4, agree. And 5, strongly agree. Situation number 3. I have here 410 cases, situations, no? You got just identify yourself, how you rate yourself, for us to become aware. The third situation, I take delight in complimenting people that I work with when progress is made. I take delight in complimenting people that I work with when progress is made. Unsa man ning complimenting people? Manghinambog ka? Hindi lang ka magsaba-saba. Just let others observe how you comply or how you respond your role. So I take delight in complimenting people that I work with when progress is made. So again, just rate yourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. The fourth situation, I find it easy to be the cheerleader for others when times are good and when times are bad. I find it easy to be the cheerleader for others when times are good and when times are bad. So how did you rate yourselves? Case number 5. Again, the set of questions was constructed for self-assessment, for us to become aware who we are and what we are in terms of servant leadership, so that students of CWTS will be motivated to become a servant leader. So just be honest of your answers. Why? Because the following questions will help us in establishing a servant leader. Next number. Question number 6. Question number 5. Situation number 5. Fifth, team accomplishment is more important to me than my own personal accomplishment. Case number 5, team accomplishment is more important to me than my own personal accomplishment. Meaning, you always want to work with a team. Team. There should be teamwork. Na may uban good, dili gusto, adunay laing tao, utabang. In my case, dunay gayon di ko gustong tabangan kung labi na ako sa kusina magluto. Kay laing-laing yung timpla. I want. Okay, so case number 5, again, team accomplishment is more important to me than my own personal accomplishment. So again, just rate yourselves. 1, strongly disagree. 2, disagree. 3, neither agree nor disagree. 4, agree. And 5, strongly agree. Situation number 6. People often take my ideas and run with them. People often take my ideas and run with them. Ako akong problema. Kung sa hindi mo kasamot. In the family, for example, this is about the relationship between husband and wife. Husband, did you consult your wife if ever you have something to introduce? So, 6, people often take my ideas and run with them. 7, here is this situation. When involved in group projects, building team cohesiveness is important to me. When involved in group projects, building team cohesiveness is important to me. Take note, instructors of CWTS, this questions is, I think, outcome based, no? This is something outcome based. Just, I want you to collect their answers and try to discuss this further. So again, when involved in group projects, building team cohesiveness is important to me. Situation number 8. Situation number 8. When involved in group projects, coaching others is an activity that I gravitate towards. When involved in group projects, coaching others is an activity that I gravitate towards. Number 9. Number 9, I find pleasure in recognizing and celebrating the accomplishments of others. I find pleasure in recognizing and celebrating the accomplishments of others. Just like what the president is doing when he reconciled between Velasco and Cayetano. I really appreciate that. Number 10. When involved in group projects, my team members' problems are my problems. When involved in group projects, my team members' problems are my problems. So that means you are concerned of the group, or you want ija-ija, aho-aho. Next case or situation. Resolving interpersonal conflict is an activity that I enjoy. Resolving interpersonal conflict is an activity that I enjoy. Next situation. When involved in group projects, I frequently find myself to be an idea generator. Next number 12. I repeat the situation. When involved in group projects, I frequently find myself to be an idea generator. Next number 13. When involved in group projects, I am inclined to let my ideas be known. When involved in group projects, I am inclined to let my ideas be known. The last situation, number 14. I find pleasure in being a convincing person. I find pleasure in being a convincing person. Now you will notice here that there are 14 situations presented. I am sure that all of us here will not have a rating of everything strongly agree. 5 times 14 is equivalent to 70. In my case, I rate myself only what score here. When I rated myself, it's only 46. So that means I did not pass in my own personal assessment. Just to be honest. Just to be honest. That is why there is still a need for me to reflect, meditate, so that I can improve myself. Now here is the way how are we going to scoring and interpretation. Sum up your responses. The 14 questions. You're going to sum up your score. And a high motivation for leadership. You have a high motivation for leadership if your score is 63 to 70. So what kay rating aning below 4? rating nimo ani kasagaran 4 and 5. Well, in my case, I have a lot of ratings in my own personal assessment. 3 ang dagan sa ako. Now, again, 63 to 70, you have a high motivation for leadership. Then 50 to 62, you are what we call moderate motivation for leadership. Moderate motivation for leadership. 35 to 49, you are uncertain. Uncertain about your motivation for leadership. In my case, this is how I rate myself. I've got here 48 only. 48. If your score is less than 35, that means low motivation for leadership. Now, teachers, what I want to collect, instructors of CWTS, just collect their score. And their score will serve also as their attendance this morning. So, my leadership motivation, your score, just be honest. Again, this exercise this morning is one way of helping us to become aware. It was a self-assessment so that we will know who we are and what we are in terms of servant leadership. So again, just be honest of your answers. The following questions, I repeat, will help us in establishing servant leadership. So again, Matthew 20:28. If you want to rule, learn to serve. If you want to lead, learn to follow. If you want to succeed, learn to make others succeed. We do not measure our success as Christian leaders by the number of people we lead, but by the number of people we reach and serve. So, again, once again, good morning everyone. I am Sir Sibilia, your NSTP coordinator, and I'll be coming back on air through Radio Kausbawan at 9:30 this morning. I will be giving input in General Education Course 2, Readings in Philippine History. Last meeting, Section C, nobody answered the evaluation. So that means Section C. So, thank you and good morning once again.